fruits decrease risk of cancer, but which fruits are more beneficial and which cancers are affected? Second, we should pay attention is fructose. Fructose is sugar in fruits, and fructose has definitely negative effect on our health. And third important topic is pesticides. Pesticides increase risk of cancer, and we should scale if benefits from fruit is more than negative or harmful effects from pesticides in the fruit. Let's start. Berries are rich in antioxidants and flavonoids, and if person says that fruit is full of antioxidants, is berries first. And berries decrease lung cancer by 9%. 9% is not very high, but it's still important statistically. Another important fruit is citrus fruits like lemon, orange, or grapefruit, and they are high in vitamin C and other antioxidants, and they decrease the risk of colorectal cancer by 10%. It's also important because during lifetime, if person regularly eats citrus fruits, he has or she has 10% less chance to get such cancer. So it's important. Apple also rich with antioxidants, but also fibers, and is important not only for cancer prevention but also for digestive system, and it decreases the risk of breast cancer by 15%. Grapes contain resveratrol, and resveratrol decrease cancer cell growth. It's important, and we have quite high numbers and important numbers. It decreases risk of lung cancer by 20 to 30%. Actually, it's very important risk reduction. Now let's say about fructose, because what we have recommendations. First, from FDA we have recommendation that any person should eat more than 400 grams fruits and vegetables per day. But also we have recommendation that person should not exceed daily fructose level more than 50 grams. So we have one side we have 400 grams of fruits and vegetables, and another side we have limitation of fructose. And imagine that 400 grams of fruits is around 4 apples, and 50 grams of fructose is 5 apples. So if we say that we should eat at least 400 grams fruits only, it will be 4 apples, but we should not exceed 5, because we have limit, because fructose, which is sugar in fruits, have serious health risks including fatty liver, triglycerides, high LDL level, insulin resistance. So many harmful effects is represented here because of fructose. If fructose exceeds level of 50 grams per day. But fructose in fruits, of course, is less harmful than if you get fructose syrup from juices, for example, or other drinks. It's important also, but we should remember that more than 50 grams causes serious health risks, because fructose is not metabolized in whole body. It metabolized in liver, and in liver it can deposit as a fats. Also, liver produces these fats as a triglycerides and high LDL, and it causes insulin resistance, also obesity, and eventually can cause diabetes. and diabetes and obesity, on the other hand, increase risk of cancer. So moderation is very important. And let's say which fruits are low in fructose and high in fructose. Berries, citrus fruits, and grapefruit and peaches are low in fructose. But fruits like grapes, cherries, watermelon, and apples are high in fructose. It's important to remember that when we're eating watermelon or figs or cherries, they are high in fructose, and fructose is harmful for our liver first and then for all organisms, because when liver releases this triglycerides, they deposit as a fat in our body. And now let's touch to pesticides. Pesticide contaminated fruits is really harmful, and what evidence we have? We have evidence in more than 70,000 people that if these people eat fruit without pesticides or organic fruits, they have 25% risk reduction cancer development. So if you eat fruit without pesticides regularly, of course, you have 25% less chance to get cancer. So it's very huge improvement. That's why important eating fruit without pesticides. And what is problem? Problem is that 70% of fruits are contaminated with pesticides. Pesticides, are used in agriculture very commonly, and 70% of fruits are contaminated. And if you say that I will wash with water, wash only removes around 20 to 80% of pesticides. But in many cases, pesticides are inside fruit also, not only outside. That's why it's not enough to wash. And what we can do? We can do two things. First, eat less contaminated fruits, which are generally less contaminated. Or second, eat organic fruits. Both are very important. Now let's say naturally less likely to be contaminated by pesticides are berries, citrus fruits, grapefruit. So if you think about low fructose fruits, generally low fructose foods are less contaminated with pesticides. If you think about high fructose fruits are more likely to be contaminated, especially apple. Apple is one of the most contaminated fruit, so you should be careful. Of course, I'm not promoting any specific marketing or branding of organic fruits, but it has really effect, because this study was among almost 70,000 people, and the studies showed that such people who eat regularly organic fruits, they have 25% reduction incidence of cancer. That's very important. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for your watching. If you like my videos, please thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye for now.